let's see. How to bring people back from the dead. Klaatu Verata Nickelback. It worked.
Oh, brains. Give me brains. Oh, cookie.
That's just to stain you. You've only been dead for a week, so.
Oh, wow. You just left me here in the middle of the parking lot?
I changed your shirt.
Where'd all my stuff go? Fuck.
I sold it to buy these cookies.
Well, at least I woke up to a cookie.
For those of you that missed it, I killed him in the end of the last week's episode, but I brought him back, so it's okay. Now I know I can do that. So good. Great American Cookie Company. Way to treat ourselves. We just saw a movie that we're gonna talk about this movie. But there's a scene where he gets a whole bunch of donuts and sits on the ocean, and ever since that scene, I've been like, man, I kind of want like a donut or a cookie or something.
And we had to have something to totally redeem our day because, my God, was it something?
This of them since we've been doing these, this is the worst movie I've seen, and it's got Denzel in it. You fucked up a movie with Denzel. You have Denzel Washington in your movie, and you mess it up. I wonder if he actually watched the finished product and was like, son of a bitch.
And he was awesome in it.
Like, I had no problem with any of the acting in this movie.
Yeah, I didn't either. It was great acting.
Colin Farrell was really good.
Yeah, he was.
Colin Farrell plays one of the most realistic human people. Here, we're gonna better fix that. There.
Get a zipper in the way.
Yeah, left the zipper in the way again.
There's like a weird green glow coming from the back of the car. Like we have radioactive waste back there.
Oh, there is. Oh, that's. I also rented this space out while you were going to Ecological Terror Society. So that's yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, you're okay with that?
No, it's fine. I was dead. At least you know you can leave a car parked in the mall parking lot for a week and nobody will even look at it.
No, they probably just assumed you were a homeless guy sleeping in your car. That happens a lot around here. So
you look pretty homeless.
The movie was called. we do. The movie was called Roman J. Israel Esquire Jr. And on paper, the story is good because I think this came from a book, and I'll bet the book was pretty good. This is one of those things that should have stayed a story on paper and not transferred to film because it didn't. At no point in this movie was I invested in any of the characters.
No.
And it wasn't the actor's fault at all. It was the writing. The dialogue, there was like basically Roman said 5 things 100 times each.
Yeah. Yep.
Predictable ending. You knew as soon as it gets to the 3rd act, you're like, okay, well, I know how this is going to fucking end. And that's exactly how it fucking ends.
Yep. No surprises at all. I kept waiting for something to go because it kept you like in that suspense of, all right, now it's about to happen. Things are about to happen. All right, it's building up. It's building up. Nothing happens.
And there's a character killed at the end of the movie, and they underplay that.
Yeah, how can you make somebody getting murdered boring?
Yeah, they do. And
it's just ridiculous.
And like I said, it's Denzel, so you know his performance is good. The directing, oh my God, one of the worst directed films of the year. The director, and it pisses me off because the movie came out about 3 or 4 years ago called Nightcrawler with Jake Gyllenhaal, where he played what's called a stringer, somebody who like does freelance news reporting, takes pictures of scenes and sells them to the news. Have you seen that? You haven't seen Nightcrawler, right?
No, I've heard of it, but I haven't seen it.
Hell of a good movie. Really good movie. And this guy wrote and directed that, and he wrote and directed this, and it's like it felt like 2 completely different people, because that one was a competent, well-written film, the dialogue was good. This one, it feels like they had a movie, got it greenlit, and then forgot to write the script and wrote it over the course of 2 days.
Yeah. It was so bad. Like, so bad.
I fell asleep twice.
I could barely keep my eyes open several times.
Yeah, I looked over and saw you rubbing your eyes and shit.
Yeah.
Trying to stay awake.
I was trying. It was tough. This movie, like, usually movies have 3 acts. No. It had 30 acts. And they were all boring as shit.
And none of them had anything to do with each other. There was so many plots going on in this movie, I couldn't figure out who was what. They'd say somebody's name, and I'd be like...
Nothing was interesting. There was a love interest, of course, like everything. It was not interesting.
And it could have been made interesting, because you had 2 completely different kinds of people that are striving for the same thing. And... it's about an attorney who works for a large attorney's office. The head guy dies, and it turns out the guy's been doing too many things pro bono and hasn't collected enough, and the company's basically going under. And the guy helping the takeover actually gives Roman Esquire a job at his law firm, and he is a civil rights activist attorney.
Yeah.
Now, you take that, and you have an actor like Denzel with a better writer. This could have been a really good movie.
Oh, this could have been spectacular.
But my God, the fucking unnecessary shots. This movie was a little over 2 hours. There's no way this should have gone over 90 minutes.
And I don't understand, like, the guy, I'm pretty sure was autistic.
Mm-hmm.
What I got out of the movie. Well, he was like autistic, right?
A little bit.
Or was that like just a thing?
No. He's either autistic or Asperger's. You know, he was on the spectrum for sure. High functioning on the spectrum.
Yeah, just his little mannerisms that he did, like walking all the way over and then turning and then going straight through the gates and shit. Like, this is weird.
Yeah, so
like, I hope he has autism or something to explain that.
Either that or some form of OCD that requires him to perform acts in a certain way, but he definitely was not a normal person. But he played the part well. It just, my God, like I was just saying, the unnecessary shots. There's a part where he's standing and talking, and the whole thing goes blurry in this wide-angle shot, but the wide-angle shot's on the back of his head.
Yeah.
The back of his head. It's not like we get like imagine we just get a wide-angle shot where everything goes fuzzy except for one side of his face with like his glasses showing while he's talking out of one side of his mouth. That could have been good. But the back of his fucking head for a minute straight while he's talking, and you lose complete interest in what he's saying.
I thought I was gonna fucking throw up because I was on the merry-go-round for like 15 minutes. He did one of those shots where it just spins around his head.
Yeah.
Focuses on his head and it's just spinning around and around and around. Like, okay, that's enough. Stop spinning. I'm glad I didn't eat a bunch of popcorn for this one. Or Ralphed it all over. These fucking cookies are delicious. I'm about to go in there and just steal all the rest of them.
I rarely get these because of obvious reasons. I try not to eat this stuff, but every now and again, man. They're expensive, but they're so worth it. You should. Their cookie cakes are the best in the world.
Oh, I bet.
Great American Cookie Company in Northgate Mall. Salute to you.
Yeah. Here's the plug.
I can't waste any icing. Or, wait a minute, this is for the ladies.
There were 3 subscribers. We only have 4.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a new subscriber. He's gonna send me a voice message like, "Well, how you doing there?
Hey there, little fella. I saw your videos.
Do you have any pants that you've been wearing possibly out in the summer? Sweet
Do you
Jesus.
have a little schoolboy outfit? I'd like for you to come over and clean my windows."
I can't do Herbert the Pervert. I think his name is Herbert, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Herbert.
Yeah, I can't do his voice. I can't get my voice that high pitched. Oh man, fuck this movie.
At least we got something good out of it.
Cookies.
As soon as you said cookies, I'm like, yes, yes, cookies. Fuck this movie. Go get cookies.
This is the movie, and we were saying this on the way out. Perfect example of when you have a good story, because the story was good. Story was good, it just wasn't executed. Whoever was the original, I know the guy who wrote the film directed it, but he had to have based it off of something else.
Yeah.
And whatever that was probably really good, because
it probably was.
this was, as far as directing, the worst directed film I've seen.
It had plenty of chances to become an excellent movie.
It had moments, yes, it did.
Even Denzel, he had some powerful moments in the movie with the things that he was saying. Like, he did really good on his acting, and like I said, it just kept building. Like, all right, he's getting passionate about something. Something's about to go down. Nope. Just kidding. We weren't really going to let anything go down in this movie. What were you thinking?
And just when you think something's going to happen, it doesn't. Then they move on, nothing happens. And it's just a whole lot of nothing. And conversations that are directed and they're focused to make it sound like they're deep, and they're just saying the same thing they said in the scene before.
Yeah. Jeez, it was terrible.
I'm
like, it was the most lackluster movie. It's going at the bottom of the list because there's nothing that was worse the whole year.
Nor I can differentiate, like even with the Jason Bourne movie, where I said it's not bad, but it was just really boring, and I just this was so boring it made the movie bad. Because this could, and the reason I'm upset about it is because it's a director I like. He's written things that I like. It's a whole cast full of people I thought were great.
At least people got punched in the face in Jason Bourne.
Yeah,
like
things exploded.
Yeah, there was a little bit of action in between the boringness.
I think this guy actually co-wrote the third Jason Bourne film. The guy that directed this.
Oh yeah?
I think he did.
Well, it's his fault that Jason Bourne sucked. Fuck this guy.
Jason Bourne had 3 good movies. The Jeremy Renner one wasn't that great, and that last one I've never even bought it. I still don't. I own all the other ones.
Sucks. Why would you want to?
Collection.
Wait till you get that at 99-cent store.
When that pops up on Black Friday for $1.99 on DVD, I'll pick it up then.
Yeah.
Kind of like, I'm going to be doing a review soon because I know I've already heard it's terrible. We went to the Black Friday sale. My wife did it and got Independence Day Resurgence. So I'm going to sit through that pile of shit for $2. It was $2 on DVD. That movie just came out last year and it's already $2 on Black Friday. I bought the Sailor Moon movie, and that was $8.99 on DVD. That's been out. That's 24 years old. 24 years old. The Sailor Moon movie is, and I bought that, and it was more expensive than the
the new Independence Day.
Mm-hmm.
You never know. You might be surprised. It might just be the best movie of all time.
I'm hoping it's one of those movies I go into with such low expectations that when I come out of it, I'm like, it wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
That's happened plenty of times.
Oh, yeah.
Hear so much bad shit about a movie, you finally sit through it, and you're like, I hate that. All right.
Not like this one. I hated this. It was terrible.
And, I didn't want to hate it, but I have to say I did. And it's the director, because the cast did the best with what they had.
Oh yeah.
And Colin Farrell has in the last couple of years has given some phoned-in performances. I really liked him in Fantastic Beasts. I thought he was really good in that.
Yeah.
Colin Farrell was really good and a very likable. He's a character you're not supposed to like, and you're almost told at first you're not going to like this guy, and then you do.
Yeah.
So Colin Farrell's character was presented very well, and he was very good at it. But
it was so bad.
Yeah.
Like, how could you take a movie with every actor in it was good, and it was still the most boring pile of shit that you've ever seen? Yeah, take that movie.
That's what I think of this movie.
It's more entertaining than the movie. Plus, he's probably got to wipe his ass now.
Wiping is for wimps and commies. Only snowflakes wipe. Real man walk around with shit on their ass.
Have a shitty ass. That's how you can tell you're a man. You got a shitty ass.
When I go to wash, if there's not shit clumped up in the hair of my ass, I'm not a man. Fuck. I hated this fucking movie. It's getting on my nerves.
Bad.
I hated it.
It was so bad. Like, I don't
ever check my phone during these, and I'm doing it because I just don't fucking care.
I'm almost dumbfounded how bad it was. Like Like, like in an hour, it's gonna kick in, and I'm gonna be pissed off, like punching stuff. How bad it was.
So I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna watch, because we just bought a bunch of shit for Black Friday, all the $1.99 shit. I'm gonna go home and watch John Wick 2 and the Sailor Moon movie to watch, and then later on we're gonna watch Deliverance.
Awesome.
My wife's never seen Deliverance.
Never seen Deliverance?
No, I mean that was $2.
You gonna squeal like a pig, boy. That's one of the best movies.
I tell you what, I think.
When's the last time you saw it?
Oh god, it's been 15 years.
Long time. I watched it probably 3 or 4 years ago. I picked it up on DVD from somewhere, and it's dated, but it's still an excellent movie.
Well, it's Burt Reynolds and Ned Beatty. I mean, can't go wrong.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we'll go into trailers. I don't remember almost any of the names of the movies, but there was 2 trailers that we got, both with Taraji P. Henson in it. One of them looked fucking terrible. It was a Tyler Perry movie, and it's another one of the Tyler Perry he must have been cheated on in a relationship at some point, and it just destroyed him, because every one of his serious movies, his drama movies, are about either the husband cheating on the wife or the wife cheating on the husband, and and this is just another one of those. The wife catches the husband fucking around on her, and he's trying to marry another woman.
We should start a petition to ban Tyler Perry from Hollywood. Like, he should not be allowed to produce films ever again.
No, and it looks so bad. But the other one she was in was called Proud Mary, and it almost looks like a modern Christy Love. Did you ever see Get Christy Love?
I think so, yeah.
I hate to use the term, but that's what they call it. The blaxploitation films, The Shaft and the Dolomite. It has that kind of modern day feel. So I guarantee you, either Quentin Tarantino or I don't know why his name is escaping me. Rodriguez, the guy that directed Machete and all that. His name's Rodriguez, I think.
Joe Rodriguez.
I can't remember his first name right now. Robert, I think his name is Robert Rodriguez. I think he's got to have his hands on that, because it's exactly his kind of film. To me, that actually looked kind of good. She plays this badass, and the movie starts off this happy song playing, and then she pulls out a drawer, and there's just fucking guns everywhere, and you're like, okay.
That's pretty cool.
And I like Taraji P. Henson anyway. Like, I don't watch Empire just because I just don't, but she was fantastic in Hidden Figures.
It's not a good show. It's really, really not a good show.
Like I said, I like her and I like the actors in it. It's just,
I've tried to give it a chance a couple times. It's really, really, really not good.
I don't watch any late night drama shows. I don't watch any of them. I only watch late night comedy shows, and like I'll watch Survivor, But most of the shows I watch are like Walking Dead and Colbert.
There's new Mythbusters on.
Are they all back?
No, it's all different. Well, there's just 2 guys, and it's a Chinese guy and a fat, weird white guy with a beard. Oh. And they try to act a lot like the other 2 guys. But it's not. Yeah. But they got the same guy that's like announcing the show that does the play-by-play or whatever. He's there. And they have helpers, but it's only like the 2nd episode, so they haven't really introduced the other people yet. Yeah. It's alright.
If I have the time, I'll check that out. But anyway, when Taraji P. Henson, I loved her in Hidden Figures. That was like one of my favorite movies from last year. And so I'm interested to see her. I've never seen her play like the super badass, like spy, murderer person. Or just,
that'd be cool to see.
It might be terrible, but it looks like it's going to be one of those over-the-top, like a Machete style terrible.
Yeah, I like those kind of movies. The trailer felt like that it was another trailer that I've already seen for one of those types of movies, just with a black woman instead of like the standard white guy, or instead of Angelina Jolie. Yeah, but that's okay, because I like those stupid action kind of movies. To be fair though, when I think about it, I don't think we've ever had like a massive action film with a badass super chick who is straight up black. I don't think that's happened. Colombiana, but Zoe Saldana is mixed. Yeah, I don't think so either. So that's in some kind of an unexplored territory. I'm interested to see that. Yeah. Then there was the Boy and His Wolf movie. Yeah, The Boy Who Cried Wolf. Yeah, I don't remember the name of it, but it looked okay. It's apparently supposed to be the first person that ever befriended a wolf and then started the whole thing of making dogs your subservient pets. And
Oh, it's called Alpha.
Alpha.
yeah, Alpha. It looked okay. It's like any other Indian boy lost in the wilderness movie.
And the trailer opened with somebody getting eaten by a wild animal.
Yeah, that was cool.
So we were the only ones. There was actually a fair. I mean, there was probably about 15, 20 people in this theater, and like nobody laughed but us. We're like,
Yeah.
ah!
Yeah.
You got 8.
Totally sitting around the campfire and something ran in there and just snatched one of them up and ate them.
And what's great about that is like nobody else moved. They're just sitting there like,
Yeah,
like that's
like-
everyday. Well,
Well, see you later. Let's pile some rocks up for that guy.
he now become he who become wolf poop. Dances with colons.
Oh, jeez. Alright, I don't remember what the last trailer was.
It looked dumb.
I think it was,
I don't remember.
what was it?
No clue. It was another one that I forgot the name as soon as it went by. I don't
I
know.
don't even remember what it was about.
I'm talking. I lost track of time. I don't remember much of anything now.
No, all I remember is the delicious cookie that I had that kept me from murdering people in this parking lot.
It raised my blood sugar because I was about to pass out in that theater.
Yeah. Totally going there first next time. And I'm fucking filling my pants legs with cookies.
When it's over, I'm just gonna look over. He's gonna be in a diabetic coma, fucking doing this like, and just
Just
icing.
gonna have icing drooling out of the side of my face, coming out my eyeballs.
And since it's white icing, I'm gonna take a picture. I'm gonna Photoshop like gay porn in the background.
He died doing what he loved.
There's something to be said for achieving your dreams. That will always be remembered. You're in your casket. There's just a big picture.
White shit all over. Oh, jeez.
Oh fuck! All right, I'm done. I'm gonna go.
Dude, fuck this movie.
I gotta go home and
Whatever you do not go see this movie.
go see Thor again. That Coco movie is getting
Justice
decent reviews.
League.
Justice
Fucking
League is.
any other movie besides this movie.
Oh, so I don't know. There's the stupid Donkey Saves Jesus movie that.
I bet you that the Donkey Saved Jesus movie would have been more entertaining. Than
We would have had
this.
more fun with how bad it was.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I heard some terrible things about that movie. Like, it's one of those sing to the choir movies. Like, I'm an atheist, but I like religious movies that explore religion. I don't
Yeah.
like movies that preach to the choir, or like, hey, we're gonna affirm what you already believe and then do nothing else. Like, I don't have a problem with the movie Heaven is for Real, even though it all came out to be untrue. But it doesn't
Yeah.
insult anybody. It doesn't tell you what to believe. It's like, hey, this is this guy's story and what he found through his faith. That's fine. Then you
Yeah.
have God's Not Dead. One of the most fucking offensive movies ever fucking made. And this movie
They had
feels
number
like
2 on sale at Walmart for Black Friday.
they should be giving that shit away so you can piss on it and burn it. Fucking insulting, just insipid fucking movies. But this looks like it was a cartoon version of one of those made to preach to the choir movies.
Yeah.
But Coco, on the other hand, is actually getting pretty good reviews. People are liking Coco. But to me, I really love Kubo and the Two Strings, and I really like Book of Life, and it looks like a mold of the two.
Well, we should have went and seen that instead.
You know what? I almost at the last second was like, there's a Thor showing. Let's go see Thor again.
If it wasn't for fucking Denzel, you prick.
How dare you be in this movie?
Fucking good actor and all your other shit, asshole.
Even he's been in some movies that aren't that great. I don't like The Book of Eli. I don't think it's a very good movie, but he's really good in it.
Yeah.
I didn't hate the movie, not like I did this one. This is probably my least favorite Denzel film, and it's not his fault, of course.
Oh, yeah. It was terrible. Don't see it.
But yeah,
Don't. Just don't.
go. It's Christmas season, so go rent Die Hard
Yeah.
and stay home and watch that instead, or Silent Night, Deadly Night. Go watch that.
Yeah, that's way better.
I love the first one. There's 4 other ones that are terrible, but the first Silent Night, Deadly Night, one of my top. I just listed my top 15 horror films of all time. That was on there. I love that movie.
Heck yeah.
Punished. Axe. fucking took like a regular just knife, and he was able to behead a kid as he was coming down a hill on a sled. That was fantastic.
Yeah, that's spectacular.
And there's boobies in it.
Yay, boobies!
All right, we're gonna end it on that. Yay, boobies. Boo, Roman Israel Esquire, the third, part 5.
Fuck that shit.
Fuck it. Bye.